the land of the free and the home of the brave.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Distinction every young player would love to have. And you look at Bailey, not in the top 5 currently, but he's amidst some terrific talent nonetheless, and there's still plenty of time for him.
And he's enjoyed a very solid start to his rookie campaign. Things have gone pretty well for him thus far.
Well, he has shown a lot of promise, and talking to people around the league, they think he has star potential.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams.
Here we go.
Williams is out there with Hartenstein, and it's SGA in at the point. And for the Jazz, Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Walker Kessler is out there with Kyle Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3 spot. Greg, both these teams have been dealing lately with some adversity.
Yeah, injuries have hit them hard. We're seeing some makeshift starting lineups. This is when a reserve has a chance to make an impression.
Utah moving it around. Pass to Bailey. Shot clock at 5. Kessler a screen on Williams. Here's Sensabaugh. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Now here's Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Bailey passes to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Williams. To the paint. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Wallace outside. It's stolen by Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
A great transition play there from Bailey. I know coaches love seeing the rookie hustle.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty. So we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. There's always a need for shot makers in the NBA, GA, and that's what Ace Bailey brings to the floor.
Yeah, Bailey has a smooth jumper with a high release point that allows him to shoot over just about any defender. And when you pair that with his physical tools, his upside is through the roof.
And he can't hit the second.
And no doubt, one of the more polarizing prospects in this year's rookie class. Bailey makes shots few others can, but he's still adding strength and polish to his all-around game.
And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. And a chance here to check out the league's scoring leaders. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 1.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
So it's the Jazz now. And Kessler throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Outside Williams. Williams has a screen for Williams. On the wing, Williams. And they get it. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
There, Williams' vision, very underrated. That is a great kick out.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. Filipowski in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Collier. Now Bailey launches it. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim, you talk about a player with quick hands. That's Cason Wallace.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not just the hands that make him a threat on D. It's his lateral quickness, anticipation, and positioning. He just has that sixth sense about where the ball is going next.
Free throw good, Wallace. And Tim, for all their talent, the Thunder committed to playing the right way.
Well, they are unselfish, they trust one another, and when a team is this committed at the defensive end of the floor, there's really no need to try to do too much offensively or play hero ball.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Jazz leading by 3. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Thunder trailing by 3. SGA passes to Hartenstein. Now here's Wallace. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the inside. Here's Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Williams looking around. From past the arc, cranes the three-pointer.
And let's not forget, J-Dub finished in the top 10 in three-point percentage. I say that puts him in an elite category.
Bailey with the ball. Wallace covering. There's a good screen. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Jazz?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Well, it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Now here's Williams. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Wallace, good.
And now you see why those assist numbers for Williams have been climbing over the past few seasons.
Utah leading by 3. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. His last outing, he had 8 points. Now, Filipowski. He's guarded by Williams. Now, Hartenstein. Back to SGA. The shape. Again, Oklahoma City.
And forget the analytics. I'll take SGA from mid-range any day of the week.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Filipowski to the middle. Deflects the pass and taken away by Wallace. SGA, that's a two-pointer. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Jazz have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And it's Bailey in the corner. Pass to Collier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Another miss by Utah.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss. Well, for what he lacks in height, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
Here's Filipowski following the score by Oklahoma City. Nice ball movement by Utah. 14 feet away. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Collier. It's tipped. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Hartenstein inside. No scoring in this one. Makes it off the glass. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
The Thunder with some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Wiggins comes in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Williams. Utah with the ball. It's a three-point game. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, a snowball effect in that one. One thing would go wrong, and then another, really the story of the game.
Well, let's give their opponents some credit for sensing that and putting them away. They were completely dominated.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. A different look for Oklahoma City. Zhang comes in for Jalen Williams. And it's Alex Caruso in for Cason Wallace. Utah has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. And that time, also a missed shot.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, arguably the most feared slasher in the game. Teammate Jalen Williams said, quote, everybody knows what he's going to do, and he's still able to get to spots on a consistent basis. SGA paused a beat before bluntly saying, I get to the rim on anybody. Back to you, Kevin.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
SGA passes to Zhang. And here is Dort. Pass to Zhang. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. And the Thunder lead by 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Jazz have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Here's Collier. Five on the clock. Launches a three. And they get it back. Bailey passes to Kessler. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. A different look for Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is checked in for Jack. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Collier. Anderson the screen. Just 5 to shoot. Collier, that's good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
And they pick up 2. Now just a 1-point Oklahoma City lead.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Kessler. 17 points for him last game against New York.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
Whenever he gets that close to the hoop, he finishes with authority.
Pass to Williams. Wiggins up top. He's covered by Niang. Here's Joe. Takes the 3. And no good. Utah has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Wiggins outside. Over in the corner, Dort. Offline with his 3.
You have to defend the three-point line. They got lucky he missed that one.
Here's Wiggins. Finished off the break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
Here's Bailey. He's got 6. Pass to Collier. 5 to shoot. The 11-footer. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder with the lead. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Wiggins kicks to Caruso. Outside, Dort. And the 3 off target. Now Anderson. Down low. Here's Collier. No good on the last second attempt there. At the end of 1, a closely contested game so far. Thunder out in front, up 1. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And they need to continue that edge on defense. If your opponent is rattled, just dial up the pressure even more.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Isaiah Joe is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's Wiggins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now Joe. After the missed 3 from Kyle Anderson. Here's Williams. Good tee by Williams.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
From downtown, Caruso grabs the miss. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
And it's encouraging to see Dort drop dimes like that, wanting to round out this part of his game.
So it's the Jazz now. The Thunder making the shot. Pass to Niang. And stolen by Wiggins. Now here's Williams. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. And the rebound by Nurkic. Jazz trail by 3. To the paint. The shot by Williams, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Jazz have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Tim, how in the world did Jalen Williams fall into the Thunder's lap with the 12th pick back in that 2022 draft?
Well, Kevin, he played at a mid-major, so he was a bit of a late bloomer. A lot of people saw him as high floor, low ceiling type, and he was an awful fast riser as the draft got here, but still a steal in that late lottery.
And what a smart pick by that organization, huh? My goodness.
They seem to always get it right.
They do.
It's been a rough quarter for him. I think patience can help. Take the shots that are there. Don't force it.
Pass to Nurkic. It's tipped and stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. And here is Williams. Outside, Dort. It's Joe on the wing. 6 to shoot for 3. Williams gets that one to drop. That's his 3rd field goal in 8 tries.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Joe. With a break in the action, let's see which teams have come away with the most steals in the NBA this season. Number 1, the Thunder.
And it's no accident to see them at that top spot, guys. I mean, great awareness and anticipation. They apply a ton of pressure defensively.
Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Filipowski with it, working on Williams. Here's Anderson. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. To the inside. Williams can't get it to go.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
Pass to Sensabaugh. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Williams kicks to Caruso. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 3 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 12. Anderson outside. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Dort. Clock at 6. It's deflected, and the Thunder pushing it up now. Here's Caruso. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Kyle Anderson. And Tim, you look at some of the advanced metrics. Alex Caruso is one of the best defenders in the modern era.
Yeah, Kevin, that impact is rare for a guy who is 6'5", but he grew up on the court in College Station, Texas. Basketball is in his veins.
The free throw drops for Caruso. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, fans becoming very familiar with the term second apron over the last few seasons, and front offices admit the devil is in the details. While it's not exactly a hard cap, teams are showing little willingness to endure the penalties that come with persisting above that second apron threshold.
That is so true. Shams, thank you very much for the report. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Check of the stats for Williams. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Jazz trail by 14. Here's Collier. He's got 5. Pass to Sensabaugh. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by SGA. Drops in the breakaway layup. Gilgeous Alexander's got 8.
Okay, SGA showing some muscle on that finish.
Here's Collier. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And thanks to that bucket, he's finally able to stop that little 15-0 run by the Thunder.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. Williams comes in for Alex Caruso. And Wallace subbed in for George. That's good from Filipowski. Here's Oklahoma City. They're on a 15-3 run right now. Williams against Anderson. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anderson can't get it to go. The Thunder leading by 13. Lets it go from 11. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's the 3. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Hartenstein. He has 6.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Here's Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Wallace covering. An easy 2 points on the layup. Sensabaugh has got his second basket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Williams trying to break free. The shot's good from Gilgeous Alexander. Gilgeous Alexander's got 10 points in the game. Jazz trail by 16. Pass to Kessler. Right wing. Filipowski the bounce pass. Here's Collier. He has 5. And it's off from three-point range. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 20-5 run here. The fadeaway, and it's SGA missing. Utah shooting 43% for the game. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Wallace covering. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me, you definitely do. And the Jazz making a change here. Bailey's checked in, and Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. So he gets them both.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Thunder are a powerhouse without possessing a bunch of big-name stars. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said the front office does a good job of picking players to be a part of the organization, and Coach Mark Daigneault said our job as a team is for the whole to be better than the sum of the parts. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Sensabaugh. He has 6. Pass to Bailey. Here's Collier. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession.
Oh, those kinds of unforced mistakes will drive any coach nuts.
And the Thunder with possession. They're on a 20-7 run. Wallace outside. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Filipowski. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfectly.
Outside, Dort. Back to SGA. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. 5 points in the game. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Wallace looking for an opening. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Free throw good, Wallace. And he makes both free throws. Jazz trail by 12. Pass to Filipowski. Inside, Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. There's the lob to Dort. Stolen by Kessler. Filipowski passes to Collier. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Bailey. Wallace covering. Now Kessler. Shot clock at 6. Bailey. And that one drops for him. Bailey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. They get it back. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
It's a luxury to have a guy like Hartenstein on the offensive glass, always ready to collect and then finish off on those missed shots.
Here's Collier. He's got 5. Here's Sensabaugh. Shot from the wing. And And it's Collier missing.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Rugged finish from Gilgeous Alexander.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And it's Kessler, top of the key. Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. SGA passes to Dort. Here's Wallace. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Wallace has got 10 points in the game. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Collier. Pass to Bailey. This one for three. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Thunder lead by 16. And we'll be back right after this.
Welcome, and fellas, what a half it's been for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, also known as SGA, and he hasn't been MIA today. And this is totally off topic, but how did you guys feel about games on back-to-back nights?
I didn't mind back-to-back games, but what I really like were back-to-back titles.
Yeah, I know a little something about that too, Shaq. I know it's pretty sweet.
Well, it sure is nice to see you guys agreeing about something for a change. And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Jazz.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing up anything. It's freezing in here, Ernie.
Oh, I get it. He's cold. Ernie, you get it. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's pretty hard to win that way.
Good stuff, fellas. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The Jazz shooting 43% from the floor. Collier the point with Bailey on the wing. Walker Kessler is out there with Kyle Filipowski. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward position. That's the group right now for Utah.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Now here's Williams. Hartenstein up top. Wallace right side. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's going to go on Isaiah Collier.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly, and then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there for sure. Clock at 2. Williams can't get it to go. Jazz trail by 14. Bailey with the ball. He's got 8. Pass to Sensabaugh. That's screen on Wallace. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Kessler, no good. Left side, Williams. Wallace outside. Looking to get it going. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The free throw drops for Collier. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. At one point, they led by 16. Bailey passes to Collier. It's stolen by SGA. In the corner, Wallace with it. Outside, Williams. Right side, Williams. Wallace with a screen for Williams. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
The Thunder leading by 11. Down low, got a piece of it. Bailey with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Sensabaugh. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
Sinks the triple.
Yeah, Williams that time perfectly in rhythm. Just catch and release.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Yeah, they needed to call one there. They're forcing the issue, and it's leading to ugly turnovers.
All right, let's go to the middle court. Come on, it's loud for your breakers next through.
And now let's highlight the deadliest deep threats to come into the NBA this season on our rookie leaderboard. 5th is Ace Bailey.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's guarded by Williams. With the crossover, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Williams.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
For Utah, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line. First one falls for him. And so he hits both.
And one of the responsibilities with being a great player is making free throws.
Here's the floater, and he lays it up and in. Williams has got 14 points for the game.
Well, Williams is a threat anywhere on the floor. The defense can't give him that much room, inside or out.
Bailey passes to Filipowski. To the paint, deflects the pass. Pocket 6. Outside Williams. And it's Williams. That time the assist by Williams. And it's 7 points for Williams. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Nobody near Williams. They grab their own miss. Here's Wallace. Off target from outside. Jazz trail by 16. Pass to Sensabaugh. Out to the wing. Fires away from outside. The Jazz with another miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And from the line thus far, how about 83% on the season? Outstanding.
Williams taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. That one misses. Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
Here's Kessler. Oh, that's blocked.
Yeah, no way. Not happening. Hartenstein denies it. The 7-footer getting it done defensively.
Second personal foul, third team.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Oklahoma City, Cason Wallace taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Collier. Wallace hits 2 free throws. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 11. Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. Now Bailey. Now Kessler. He's defended by Hartenstein. Clock at 4 to stop the drought. Sends the ball no good.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
And Ace Bailey picks up the foul.
Personal foul.
That's his third foul of the game. Here's Williams. 19-point lead, which is the largest margin in the game. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Kyle Anderson.
And what I love about Jalen Williams is his versatility. Well, he's a 3-level scorer on one end of the floor, and then he has the athleticism to defend quickness, but the strength to take on bigger wings.
And the first one at the line is good. And Williams drops them both. Jazz trail by 21. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's SGA. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Well, that's just skill by SGA. He is so good at reading defenses and understanding when he has an opportunity.
Outside Williams. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Sensabaugh. SGA defending. It's stolen by SGA. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Williams gets the bucket.
Yeah, that is great execution in the open floor, and Williams understood exactly where to get to in that situation.
Here's Sensabaugh. SGA defending. He takes it in. Shot clock at 5. And Kessler throws it down.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help this team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14. He gets that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And Tim, the quintessential unstoppable force, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, taking his offensive game to a level rarely matched in league history.
Oh, Kevin, I'm running out of superlatives. The ability to score at every level. He gets to the foul line. He makes guys better. I just marvel at the totality of it.
Here's SGA. Following the bucket by the Jazz. Outside Williams. Wallace with the screen on Anderson. For 3, Williams gets the three-pointer to fall. Williams has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Oklahoma City. Pass to Bailey and taken away by Wallace. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now here's Anderson. Nothing on the board. Kessler passes to Bailey. Here's Filipowski. He's guarded by Williams. Clock is at 3. A 3 from Anderson. SGA with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Oklahoma City. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Here's Sensabaugh. 11 points in the game. Kept alive. There's 1:38 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
And Greg, you might not be surprised to hear this, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander comes from a family of athletes.
Yeah, I mean, his mother was a sprinter in the 400 meters representing Antigua and Bermuda in the 92 Summer Games in Barcelona. Impressive.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Oklahoma City. Jang, he's checked in for Hartenstein. Aaron Wiggins comes in for Kenrich Williams. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. And it's Dort in for Cason Wallace.
Shooting two.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, it's easy to see why SGA has risen to the level of superstar in this league. He is relentless.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Utah's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Pass to Collier. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. The Jazz with another miss.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Collier. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Just 5 to shoot. Puts up a deep three. They get it again. Nurkic. Hendricks passes to Anderson. Floats one up. Double team on Nurkic to stop the run. The shot misses. Nice defense from Dort. Pass to Caruso. They swipe it. Left side Anderson. Hendricks passes to Anderson. Here's Niang. Here's Collier. And stolen by Jang. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with a massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, playing for one another. That's the definition of teamwork.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So for Oklahoma City right now, Williams is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Lou Dort. Then there's Isaiah Joe. And it's Caruso in at the small forward. Wiggins kicks to Caruso. 5 to shoot. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Hendricks. Pass to Anderson. Nice ball movement by Utah. And it's Collier missing. And for the Thunder, their shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Joe finds Caruso. Now here's Williams. Here's Dort. Count it. Dort's got his first points in this one.
Some physicality there from Lou, pushing past the contact and into the shot.
Pass to Nurkic. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And here now the Thunder. They've only given up 1 point in the fourth quarter. And Dort gets it to go.
Big make for Dort. That is his bread and butter. Nails the three from the corner.
Pass to Nurkic. Here's Collier. Screen by Nurkic. Looking to end his cold spell. The offensive rebound. Anderson outside. High post, Nurkic. Fades away. That's short off the rim. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Williams kicks to Dort. Pass to Caruso. And here is Dort. Williams a screen on Anderson. Dort misses.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Screen by Nurkic. Anderson outside. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Drops it in off the fadeaway.
Great opportunity, and he capitalizes.
And Caruso's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Outside, Dort. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic. So, Greg, in 2021, the NBA creating the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Champion Award. It's so great to recognize the work that's being done by so many NBA players.
It does, Kevin. And these players who are not just giving back, but giving a voice to the less fortunate and trying to shape policy towards justice and equality.
Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. He hits the second from the line. The Jazz have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Hendricks passes to Collier. Over Joe. Rebound by Williams.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
Wiggins. The rebound by Niang. Utah's shooting has been a little ragged, just 38% from the field. Pass to Kessler. To the inside. Collier. That's good.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Wiggins outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. For Utah, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Out to the right wing. Pass to Niang. Fires from deep. Hands it from downtown.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Now here's Caruso. He's tightly guarded, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's just his first turnover of the game. For the most part, he's been very reliable.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Bounce pass Kessler. The Jazz working the ball around now. Back to Filipowski. Pass to Sensabaugh. Misses the three. The Thunder shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. It's deflected. Stolen by Kessler. To the middle. Here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
And no shortage of agility for Bailey. He just leaps up to the rim.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. This seems to be an era, Tim, of parity in the NBA, but some say there has been a lack of rivalries as well, kind of the culprit.
Well, I think it's tough to have rivalries as often now because you need some sort of a history in the postseason, and I just don't think we've had it. Kevin, also, I think it's because some of the stars have changed teams as frequently as they have, makes those rivalries less likely.
Can you think of the last real rivalry we've had in the postseason, even going to the finals?
I think it has to be Steph's Golden State Warriors and LeBron's Cleveland Cavaliers, 4 straight finals appearances.
Now here's Williams. Joe finds Caruso. Outside, Dort. 6 on the shot clock. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. One thing we see sometimes, players opting to represent themselves when it comes to signing a contract. In other words, Tim, they don't have an agent. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think most players, Kevin, understand that the numbers are pretty set, particularly for the superstar. If you know you're going to get a supermax, why not keep more of what you make? Why pay an agent?
That's a good point. Here's Bailey, beyond the arc. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Joe passes to Dort. Williams kicks to Dort. Over Bailey. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And they seem to have found something out there. I like the confidence they're playing with.
Pass to Williams. To Joe. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Caruso. Williams against Kessler. To the inside. Here's Bailey. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side, Dort. Pass to Wiggins. Over to the wing. Now here's Caruso. Not a lot of room. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. Here's Collier. Covered by Joe. There's the pick. There's the triple. Unable to get that one.
Just hasn't been his night so far, and if he's unable to find his rhythm, this might be a long night for them.
And here is Caruso. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Pass to Filipowski, and stolen by Caruso. Here's Wiggins, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Elbow. 2.
So, Tim, when you played, you were one of the league's best sharpshooters. Did you ever look around and pick things up off of other guys you watch shoot the ball well?
No question. In fact, I learned a lot about how to move off the ball by watching other guys as I made my way through college and eventually became a pro. And even when I was in the league, I would study other players to pick up things on their footwork and how to get my release a little bit quicker.
Give me one player that you really studied hard.
Well, there's no question Del Curry was a guy I watched because he needed very little time to get that shot off, coming off of his screen. And unfortunately, several times I got there late against him and learned my lesson.
On offense, here are the Jazz. They're on a 15-6 run. Pass to Kessler. Now Bailey. Nice ball movement by Utah. Kessler the screen. 6 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
Second team foul. At the line for Utah, Walker Kessler. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
They're not doing themselves any favors with their free throw shooting this half.
Jang with the screen for Wiggins. Takes it inside. The 3. Jang, no luck. Utah has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Bailey passes to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Kessler, a screen on Wiggins. Collier. Another miss by Utah.
He just can't get anything going in this quarter, and his team desperately in need of a spark.
Down low. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That one off George.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And now we'll take a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Bailey. It's tipped, and another turnover for the Thunder. A wide open look here for Caruso. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got his third assist on the night. For Utah, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Bailey. Here's Collier. 5 on the clock. Inside. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that's the right decision when you've got a smaller man on you.
And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Now, here's Dort. Chang with the screen for Dort. Puts up a three. It's good from long range. Dort's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the three-point shot wasn't always there for Dort, but he's put in a ton of work on it, and it shows.
Here's Hendricks, defended by Caruso. Nice ball movement by Utah. Hendricks passes to Filipowski. Puts it up. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Thunder.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, he was all over the place out there, creating turnovers. Quick hands, quick feet, nothing was getting past him.
And so Caruso will bring up the ball for Oklahoma City. Wiggins outside. Pass to Dort. It's Joe on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Caruso kicks to Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Along with Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you once again for being with us here tonight on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.